Alright, we are live. It's week 5, game number 1 of the 2021 NFL season.
From Soldier Field in Chicago.
It is between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers going up against the Chicago Bears. We are at Soldier Field in Chicago. We got up this game, so we'll have to do.
We'll see Mitchell Trubisky and the Chicago Bears taking on Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan, that's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. Just a short time ago, this crowd rounded up to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Soldier Field. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Mitchell Trubisky taking the field to lead Chicago. Trubisky, the Ohio native, went to North Carolina. Then drafted by these Bears as the number 2 pick in 2017.
We've seen a lot of ups and downs in a young career of Mitchell Trubisky. 3 years with the Chicago Bears, and he's a young quarterback still learning on the job. But what numbers do you trust with him? 8-7, 15 starts last year, but he was 11-3 the year before. The Bears' offense, though, in 2019, just 25th in passing and 29th overall. They're looking for Mitchell Trubisky to elevate his game and bring the Bears along with him. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run
there. On second down, Trubisky, and his throw is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn, and now it's third down.
Well, I've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Out of the gun, Trubisky looking deep downfield. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The Buccaneer offense taking the field with all eyes in the stadium glued to their quarterback in season number 21. His first, of course, in Tampa, the great Tom Brady.
Well, partner, how many times do we talk about it going into a season? At some point, we have to figure that age is going to catch up to Tom Brady. But how long have we been wrong about that? I'd say probably about the last 10 years. Last year, he threw for 4,000 yards again. Should go over 75,000 passing yards his career early this season. He's still got it. And what a new challenge he's got in Tampa Bay. Excited about the opportunity. Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain of 13, it's a first down. But a Brady-Gronk connection, certainly something to watch here with the Bucs in 2020. Of Tom Brady's 541 touchdown passes coming into 2020, Gronk's 78 were the most of any receiver. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. There's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
So they come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun now for Brady. He's got his running back, LaShawn McCoy. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good. I feel all we're thinking is finish this drive off, because they took it away, right? So now you get them back on your heels a little bit. Now go down and put a touchdown on it. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
That throw by Brady, incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Eddie Goldman with a sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from the nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't. And a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname, something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic. 3rd and long after that last sack. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And they'll find Miller. That's complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee. And that means 4th down. They would be to pick up a 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th.
That was a heck of an effort to stop him just short of the marker, but now they're going to need another big plan. 4th down on defense, I believe, because offensively, they went from 3rd and long to now it's a go situation here on 4th and inches.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll go with Jones. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. So give him the 1st down. 1st and goal after a pickup of 4. And the decision to go for it pays off. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Now Jones. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
One back in the game, that's Jones, 2nd and goal. He'll get up the middle, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here, right at the 30-yard line. Here come the Chicago Bears. This Bears team 5-3 now. Tough loss in Week 8, second loss in a row. This one coming at the hands of the Saints, 26-23 in overtime at Soldier Field. Nick Foles, quarterback, 272 yards in the game, 2 touchdowns. Also did throw an interception. Seemingly becoming more comfortable, though, but just not able to move the offense in overtime and get that victory. So you look ahead for the Bears, still, again, in a good position at 5-3. They'll visit Tennessee. That's going to be a tough one. Tennessee's going to be frustrated coming off a loss in Week 8. And then a Monday night game where they host Minnesota in Week 10. There's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Now this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Nice gain there by the second-year runner out of Iowa State, David Montgomery, who often finishes his runs moving forward and knocking defenders back. He finished tied with Josh Jacobs for most carries by a rookie last year. But what the Bears need from him, improve on his 3.7 yards per attempt. If he gets that up into the 4s, look out. He can control the game with his running.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football department.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd and 1 from the 2. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of the first with 3rd down looming. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Now Trubisky to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Eddie Pinheiro on now for the Bears. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And this is up and good from Pinheiro. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. And that's something that will pick me up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. On the return, Dare Ogunbowale. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. For the Tampa Bay Bucks, with Tom Brady, the NFL's Offensive Player of the Month for October. 6-2 now on the year. They get the win at MetLife Stadium on Monday night against the now 1-7 New York Giants. But the Bucs a half game up on the Saints in the NFC South with a big one looming as Drew Brees and company come to town for the Sunday night of Week 9. That ought to be a good one, a great one. After that, Tampa goes to Carolina within the division and then gets home games with the Rams and the Chiefs, a tough upcoming schedule. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of the first half of action. Now throwing on first down and completing it. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where the primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 37. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Brady again. They'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the screen there. It's second down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Brady to throw again. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Again, they'll throw with Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Brady on target to Gronk. First down, Buccaneers.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're a man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumble snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. This time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. On the return, Ogunbowale. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say not get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, at the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe allow the chance to relax a little, kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Highly contested in the third quarter. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Brandon, perfect defensive situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bears take over. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty great to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done nothing offensively in this game. Yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Well, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a good point there is they were able to connect. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky rolling to his right. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
You need only about the length of the football here on second down. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. The second receiver in motion just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent game.
From the 32 down, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. Down to 30 after a gain of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now Trubisky on first down. That's caught by Montgomery. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Looking to throw again on second down. Trubisky, this is caught. And he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll run forward Montgomery, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery taking it in, and the Bears have taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So that was a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. A few better down a score in the fourth quarter than Tom Brady. This is 1st and 10. From the gun, Brady looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. A few better down a score in the fourth quarter than Tom Brady. This is 1st and 10. And Brady. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. The credit that sack to Robert Quinn. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Know where to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Operating from the gun. Brady over the middle to Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards to pick up there.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
So in the Bear territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. From the gun, Brady got his man complete over the middle. It's Evans. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
It really wasn't the best part about that play for him. I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Brady drops this one off to McCoy underneath. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 23. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, last drive they went 3 and out.
Brady now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. This is caught, Gronkowski. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. They'll try to run it in with Jones. And this time they were waiting for him. He's going to be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Brady's saying, let's go, as he'll hustle him to the line. To throw is Brady. The quick slant caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tom Brady hooking up with Mike Evans there. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never say never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And that makes it 14-10. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the gadget play gets him into the end zone. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Now it's Patterson. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So now Trubisky and the Bears down 14-10. A little over a minute and a half remaining. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing down is Trubisky. He'll drop this one down to Cohen. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense. They'll look to throw. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, Carter. They're on 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Back to throw. It's brought in right side by Ginn. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Bears on the move. They've got another 1st down. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gott. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Soldier Field.
Yeah, we have it, the Bears and winners. Buccaneers and winners, 14-10 over Chicago. And then on the end of the stream, I'll be back. tomorrow for another live stream. So please like and subscribe. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a great day and